Hi everyone, welcome back to our channel.
Hello. So today we're actually going to talk about our 1 month budget in Hoi An. To give you a bit of background, just so you know whether this budget's going to work for you or not. So we're not budget travelers. We are, I would say, more of your mid-range traveler. Not super luxury either, although we can indulge on some occasions. But I would say we prefer comfort and efficiency, right? Yeah, so just keep that in mind while you're watching this video. We're going to be breaking down into sections: accommodation, transport, activities, miscellaneous, groceries, and then we're going to give you a total breakdown of what the cost will be for 1 month in Hoi An in Australian dollars.
Cool. All right, let's dive in.
So our apartment was located in a more local neighborhood, I would say, in Cam Chow. I found this on Airbnb. I just knew I didn't want to stay in Old Town this time, especially for a month. It felt like I needed something that's a little bit quieter because we do have work to do. So Cam Chow seemed like a really good location, and we definitely hit the jackpot with that one. It was walking distance to Old Town, about 20 minutes along the river. And it's also far enough that you don't get all the noise and the constant busyness. So
Yeah, so I got the number here.
Yeah, let's look at the numbers.
So it costs us about 933 AUD for the whole month that we spend there. So it's actually not bad.
It's very good, actually. It's probably one of the cheapest, right? In terms of Southeast Asia accommodation. And that also included one-time weekly cleaning, which was enough once a week. Yeah. Also, keep in mind the perks of staying a little bit longer is you do get a discount. So on Airbnb, it's generally automatically applied if you stay for sometimes weekly, but definitely monthly. You could also try and ask if you're staying for longer, and if it's not there, the discount's not there. Honestly, a lot of hosts are very willing to just give you even a couple $100 off. I think we got a total of about 10 or 15% off our monthly stay, which is pretty awesome.
Yeah, always us.
Always us. But if you want to know a bit more about the best neighborhood to stay in Hoi An, we actually did a YouTube video recently.
Yeah, I got the link up here for you to check out. If you can't see it, there will be a link in the description below as well.
So next item is food.
Yeah.
Okay.
As we mentioned so many times before, Hoi An is a fantastic place for food.
So good.
Yeah, and we actually ate out a lot when we was there.
Yeah, I think it's just because it's so affordable, it's nice, it's yummy, and it's just accessible.
By the way, what was your favorite dish there?
I mean, I think there's no secret that I absolutely love seafood. So Hoi An, even though it's not known for its beachside scene, An Ban Beach restaurants with all the seafood availabilities, I absolutely love. So yeah, that would be my favorite thing, just eating seafood along An Ban Beach.
Yeah, and that came a little bit surprise too, right?
Yeah, it was so nice. I think it's the time of the year we were there. We were there in March, April, and the weather was stunning. So what was your favorite dish then?
I would say
Hard to choose.
Hard to choose because there are a lot of food. Besides the banh mi, it's probably the best banh mi in Vietnam that you can find there. To pick a local dish, it would be khao lao.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's a specialty in Hoi An. With the noodles, you only can find in the area.
Yeah, and it's topped with roast pork with just a spoonful of broth. So it's not exactly a soup noodle. And then you mix it all up, and it's nice.
Yeah, it's really nice. Yeah, they must try.
Awesome.
Yeah.
All right. Well, so let's look into some figures maybe.
Yep.
How much do we spend eating out for the month? $767. That's actually pretty good, hey? Yeah.
Considering the amount of seafood that you had.
I did.
Yeah.
It's worth it.
Yeah.
Cool. Awesome. So this is another very popular grocery store, Moon Milk. There's a lot of stuff. This feels like a mini Coles. So anytime that we stay more than a week, we tend to plan for a bit of grocery shopping or eating at home, just because eating out every night could be quite tiring. You know, if you had a full day of activities, you just can't be bothered going back out and eating again. So for us, we tend to cook a little bit. I would say in Hoi An, we probably did that like maybe 30% of the 1 month stay. Yeah. It's actually quite easy to find fresh produce in Hoi An as well.
Saying that, to remember the organic farm that I found.
Yeah, that was really good actually. Yeah, so they actually produce them in their farm, and then you can eat there as well. There's an on-site restaurant, which is really cool. And then you can actually order the vegetables. I think it's like not weekly. It was like every second day or something. They produce like
it was weekly. I have the Facebook page. I will put it here for you guys to have a look. You can order on the Facebook page, and every week they just put on the list of items
that they have,
and then you just contact them.
Yeah, awesome. So we did that a couple of times. Yeah. So with groceries, we spent a total of $220. That's actually amazing, right? Because we got like, lots of breakfast stuff like your eggs, milk, yogurt, obviously cooking. We also had steak.
Right. I forgot about that.
Yeah. So beef in Southeast Asia is so expensive, like crazy expensive. Good quality beef. So we bought steak for a night, and I think it was an Australian steak, right? I can't remember exactly how much it was, but that's included in that price, which to me is amazing, because that's really like a weekly shopping in Melbourne, right? Yeah. So there you go. Okay. We had to move. It's so hot outside. The camera kept shutting down. So anyways, we're inside now.
We're back.
All right. So our next item is transportation.
Yes. So to get to Hoi An, you have to land in Da Nang first. And then from the airport, you either have to get a private car, a taxi, or share bus to get to Hoi An. And it takes about 30 to 45 minutes.
Yeah. Something like that. There aren't a lot of traffic. So it took us.
And it cost about 15 AUD
for
a one-way trip.
Cool. And also there's a cost of motorbike. We hired a motorbike for 1 month. Tan's really good at riding motorcycle, so that really helped. And to rent a bike for a month, it cost us $123. We got a little bit of a discount because it was a monthly rental. As always, anything that's a slightly longer term, you do get a bit of discount. So do ask as well. And petrol cost us $9, and we filled up maybe 3 times.
3 times.
Yeah. So that's not bad, just because the tank's quite small. So in total, our transportation cost us $147.
And next is activities.
Right, so Hoi An actually has a lot of fun things to do, whether you want to just walk around Old Town, hang around the beach, and a lot of them are free as well. One of our favorite things is just riding along the rice field. That was really stunning, either during sunrise or sunset. We prefer sunset just because I'm not an early riser. The road was really well paved. It's quite narrow, but still very well paved. I would say it's probably the best rice field ride in Southeast Asia for us so far. Way better than Ubud, and it's still very authentic and local. There are some really cool cafes in there that you can just sit and chill and watch the sunset as well. So we really love that. But there also are the paid activities you could do also.
Like the Hoi An memories.
That was probably one of the most touristy things we did, right? We didn't do that last time. So basically it is like a park, a theme park.
I would say so.
Just across the river. And it is, the main attraction is actually the show. That itself, I think, is absolutely worth it. The production was absolutely stunning. The lighting, the costumes, the acting, the music. It was so good. I really enjoyed it. The park, you could probably take it or leave it. It is included in your entry, so you can get in early, but honestly, I would prefer just maybe having dinner around Old Town and then walk over to the bridge, watch the show, and then come back. So that's that one. We also did a farm tour and coconut milk ride.
Yeah.
That was fun.
It was fun, yeah.
It was something different. We discovered that through the organic farm, the place where we purchased our organic produce. They did a little farm tour just to explain how they produce their goods and also the natural fertilizers, processing. They don't use any chemicals, obviously because it's organic.
Yeah.
So this is fermented ginger, garlic, and chili with wine. Yeah. Smells so good. Just smell like garlic at all.
Vì họ pha với lại rượu mặn.
Yeah.
Tức là có công thức rõ ràng. Hồi xưa là thuê người ở ngoài mấy chuyên gia ở Hà Nội đó, để học bài cho nông dân là.
Sweet potato. Is it the purple one or the yellow one?
Yeah. The white.
Oh, the white one.
Okay, you have the red one.
Sorry.
And then I think the neighbors ran the coconut boat down the river.
Yeah.
It's a traditional boat, isn't it?
Yeah, traditional boat like rail boat.
Yeah.
And then you just cruise along
The river. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was quite serene.
Yeah.
The river was really quiet. And it was just a nice little like afternoon stroll. He did like try to spin the coconut boat a few times, but I get like terrible motion sickness, so I just had to ask him to stop. Like it would be fun for other people. Stop. And then what else did we do? We also did a leather workshop. I made leather handbag, which I absolutely love. I really enjoy the hand making process of things. I think it's much nicer than just, you know, sending a picture to one of the custom leather shops down in Old Town and get them to make something for you. This way you actually learn the craft. It is a tedious process. It makes you appreciate what you've got. So another thing that we did was the lantern boat ride down Hoi An River.
Yeah. That was surprisingly enjoyable because initially we thought it's gonna be a tourist thing or like
a tourist trap.
Yeah. But it turned out it's very good.
It was really nice. It's good to see Hoi An on the river with all the lanterns, and it was actually rather peaceful. All in all, we had a lot of fun in Hoi An, some free activities, some paid activities, and we spent a total of $248 for the month. So next item is self-care. So we're obviously full-time travelers, and as we move from country to country, we need to find places, you know, for like haircuts, getting out my nails done, massages, which we love in Southeast Asia, and even just fitness activities for you and yoga for myself.
Yeah, right. I actually managed to find some local gym was super good for me because as you say before, we constantly on the move, so sometimes it's hard to keep track with our routine exercise. So with our self-care, so that included massages, beauty maintenance, gym, yoga classes, any of those kind of stuff, costed us $118 AUD. The last item is miscellaneous. I think that's just shopping, right? Yeah.
Or like toiletries, or, you know, like new shampoos or toothpaste or whatever. But actually we didn't have to get any toiletries. We actually did some shopping in Hoi An. So as you know, Hoi An's really famous for their custom-made clothing and leather goods. I mentioned about me making a leather handbag, but we've got some clothes made. So Tan's actually wearing one of the shirts at the moment. I had a couple shirts and pants made as well. It was a good experience, but you need to know what you're doing. So this was my tailor. We had heaps of stuff made from her, both you and I. And I really love her because she was so patient, and then she also like she's also a tailor herself. She cuts all the pieces and she has in-house machinists, so she knows what she's doing. And so not all tailors are made equally. So come in, Papa.
Maybe I come back here in like 3 years.
For me, coming from a fashion background, I actually felt sorry for my tailor because I kind of knew too much. And I was just kind of like, you know, checking the craftsmanship, the pattern making, like, I think, yeah. But she was so patient. She was so patient, and she understood, like, you know, I'm in fashion and like the design that I wanted. So she was amazing. The leather goods, on the other hand, completely different shop.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think they say it's custom made, but it's very dependent on the mold they have. So unlike clothing, a piece of cloth, if your tailor is experienced, they're able to pattern something that they've never done before. But with the shoes, you can't just bring in like any designs because they don't have the mold for it, the actual shape. So for us, that was a little bit difficult. Yeah, because Tan has really wide feet and I have tiny feet, and it just didn't really quite fit. They couldn't get it right because the mold, it wasn't sort of part of the standard mold. I mean, she was lovely about it, and we did end up paying her, but I didn't wear what I got made.
Yeah, which was a little bit disappointed.
Yeah, and we spent a bit of money there as well.
Yeah, that because last time I got a shoe made in Hoi An from a different shop, and it was fantastic, and I still have that shoe.
Used to. It's been
till
like
now. Yeah, it's been
6 years.
Yeah, a long time, and that's why this time we came back, and I thought to myself, maybe get a couple more, but it turned out not the same.
Yeah, so I think it depends on like who you're dealing with, and then also the molds they have, and there are like so many shops in Old Town. It's like, how do you know who has what if you don't have any shoemaking experience? So I would say that maybe, I don't know, I didn't love that experience, but clothing, just find the right tailor. We'll show you ours in the description. She's amazing. You can go to get some clothes made. So So the miscellaneous items costed us a total of 520 AUD.
All right, so we spent a grand total of 2,953 AUD for the whole month per couple.
Right. Yeah. So that's approximately 689 AUD a week, and also 98 AUD a day. I think that's hella affordable. Oh, keep in mind that that's not included our flights, because obviously, you know, you could be flying from anywhere in the world. So we took flights out of consideration. But I think that's really affordable.
Yeah.
I think it's probably one of the most affordable cities we've been to so far. Yeah. And we had a lot of fun. We didn't have to hold back, you know, like because it was too expensive or anything. And the food was amazing. We didn't have to sacrifice the quality. So yeah, I think all in all, Hoi An is definitely a very affordable city to travel to and even live in. Yeah, for the longer term.
Cool. All right. That's it for our video today.
I hope that's helpful with our detailed budget breakdown. We'll be sharing more about expenses as we travel along. So do subscribe to our channel.
See you next time.
Bye.
Bye.